Okay, so I need to do some testing before we go into this stream too heavily. Give me one moment. A little bit different to a normal kickoff. I've been dealing with some technical issues. I don't know if I've got them fixed. And yeah, till I'm certain I haven't fixed, I don't want to continue. I spent half the night trying to fix it and then slept in this morning, which has been great. Absolutely great, to say the least. Bear with me. I need to get into my channel. Assume. There we are. Hey, we can actually hear the game. Okay, I'm going to have to do some balancing on the fly, but hello, welcome. Okay, that's going to do my head in, but we'll see how we go there. Okay, let's take that out for a second. So the last month's been a bit chaotic. I've kind of stopped doing videos and stopped trying to do a few things that I don't normally would do, and it meant that a sound issue had crept into my last month of streams and I wasn't aware of it, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Unless someone mentioned it, I wasn't going to be aware of it. So the game audio was there, but it was really, really low. Lower than I would prefer. What was happening is I've got the dual PC set up. It was coming out of my gaming PC into my capture PC and then coming into my headset. Turns out when I changed from my old headset, which had died a long time ago, but I was keeping it functional, this thing here, I actually had manual volume control for the headset. That was great. And I could balance everything and then turn this down to make it palatable for my ears. What had happened, unfortunately, was this new headset doesn't have any internal volume control, so I altered it on my PC, my capture PC. And altering it on my capture PC meant that it sounded good for me, but it wasn't going out on the stream in the exact same kind of balance. I balanced it in my ears so that my voice was a little bit higher than the stream, but it all sounded great to me, and because I hadn't actually been doing my checking, I didn't realise it was actually a lot lower than I had set it at. But yeah, it was all good for me. I had perfect game sound. It was almost a little too loud. I was always kind of like, afterwards, but it is almost unhearable in a lot of my streams in the last month, and yeah, I didn't pick it up, which kind of sucks. I am super disappointed with that. Anyway, I need to put this back in my ear. Yeah, I could definitely hear it going out on stream now. So yeah, that sucked. That sucked. Made me feel like crap. But yeah, not much I could really do with it. I should have been on top of my checking, but sorry, the delay and hearing myself talk in my earbud is a bit much. But yeah, so we're just gonna cut that out. So over the last month, like trying to fit in the Pokemon Go stuff because it's been extremely full on. I've pretty much been ending stream, rushing out the door because I've got to beat traffic, going for a walk for 2 to 3 hours, getting home, cooking tea, and collapsing on the couch and not doing any additional studio stuff. So I think if I'm going to continue to do this, I'm going to have to give up Pokemon Go at this point, but I don't know, I don't want to, but it's the only reason I leave the house. It's my motivation to get out and walk, so I don't want to give it up, but it's unplayable around where I live, so I've got to travel to go play it. especially in this new place. Back where I used to live, not a problem. I could walk out my door, go for like a 10-minute walk and play the game and not have an issue. Here locally, the mobile internet will not support the game properly. It's constantly dropping out, disconnecting. I have to literally walk 20-30 minutes before I'm out of the dead zone at times, depending on which way I go, depending on what I want to do. It's like a whole bubble. Like there's a tower here that just can't handle the data throughput or something. So if I go down south from home, I can get signal pretty quick, but there's nothing down there. And if I go north, I've got to literally walk for like 20 minutes to get above it, and there isn't a huge amount there, so it's okay, but it's not great. So my best option is to literally jump in the car, drive for 20 minutes to be able to walk, and that's without bad traffic. And yeah, it's just eating up my day. And so I'm going to have to probably pull the pin or change how we do stuff. So it's a catch-22, unfortunately. That is something I'm going to have to work on if I'm going to continue to keep doing this. But then again, I'm going to also have to start factoring in work soon. Once that comes in, then I just don't know. But anyway, that's my little rant for the start of the stream. We have 2 more streams, this one and tomorrow, and then everything goes to... I don't know what word I want to use there. Everything goes terribly in regards to consistency. I fly out to Bangkok in less than a week now. I've got to spend the weekend and Monday, Tuesday prepping for that, which means that I will probably not be able to stream as consistently as I am right now. And that's going to roll into the trip where I'm away for 3.5 weeks, I think it is. I fly out on the 27th, come back on the 20th, which is almost 4 weeks. And that's going to mean that I'm at the whims of the hotel's internet and my mobile internet. So yeah, everything could grind to a halt. This might be the last couple of streams before I completely and utterly just disappear for a while. But who knows? Yeah. Sorry about the rant this morning. After discovering the audio issue yesterday, I spent half the night last night trying to fix it. I went through all these kind of permutations. I pretty much now have to completely and utterly rebuild my OBS because of the amount of stuff I broke. And then managed to get it to work, but pretty much I just rebuilt it. I can't see what I've done differently to make it work better, and that concerns me probably the most, because I don't mind a problem that I can solve and go, okay, that's the reason. Like, I know the reason what caused it, it's this headset, but I don't know how I fixed it, and those are the worst kind of problems. Let's do another audio check just to make sure. Yeah, that's gone. Gonna roll into the game in a second. As I said, it's just a bit of a rant this morning. Okay, so I can hear myself. Voices in my head, blah blah blah. Let's get into this Tavern Brawl. So, go to the news. Let's go to the Hearthstone news. There's a shop update. I assume that's similar to the one we saw on another website yesterday. And then we have this week's Tavern Brawl is Azeroth, Idols of Azeroth. So this one's a pretty simple brawl, if memory serves me right. Gimmick is your deck is filled with Raven Idols, allowing you to choose between a minion and a spell every time you play one. Since these results are very much random, so is the brawl. So, let's get into it. It's going to be a short stream. Yeah, the audio seems to be a bit better. The one that annoyed me the most when I was going back trying to work out when it happened, my audio issue, it was the fact that my Sea of Thieves games were so low volume, and you could barely you had to really listen for like even just the basics of sounds. And because of the sound reduction, when I run it through my gaming PC, it almost completely was soundless apart from my voice. When I run it on this one, I hear the difference, but it had me freaked out for quite a while until I solved. As I said, just troubleshooting the problem was a nightmare. Do I have any classes I need to play or something like that? No, we're just going to play 2 Tavern Brawls. If someone's wanting to challenge a friend, feel free to hit me up. Yeah, I guess this is a bit of the nature of these kind of things. So it's a bit of a different start. Bit of the nature of these kind of. I'm going to have to endeavour to fix the problem more.
Versus
I'm not sure how I'm going to do it because of the way
to bring the heat.
Windows audio is working, which is just totally and utterly stupid. Get something out turn 2. But yeah, I can't even do the earbud in my ear there. Hearing myself come back and delayed is so rough. It's hard enough to do when I like to Pokemon Go out and about stream and I've got to listen to myself so I don't do it.
Time to dilly-dally!
The light protects me.
She said taunt.
Okay, pitchy, go! Job
done. Oh, well, there's a taunt. I'll get my carry-on luggage today. Well, it's not luggage, it's a backpack, but looking forward to getting that. One step closer.
No time to dilly-dally!
That's why buttons on my stream deck aren't working now.
A frozen treat as sweet as me. I got aggro! Let's do
I
this!
only need one shot.
Let's explode!
Ooh, second taunt. I'm assuming it's going to be wild deck building. We can drop the taunt, hero power, and discover something all in a turn this turn, so should be okay. Hey, Bradford's on. I don't know if Bradford drops into the stream when he comes in, but he constantly does come in.
I got aggro!
peek.
Let's do this! Yeah!
I might hang on to that.
Job's done.
Another taunt. Let's go taunting. They summon 2 or 3 minions, will drop this and counter. Ring light drop.
That was hot. I got aggro! Let's do this!
So it could cost 6.
What is best?
Ah, Skolemance. Now that takes me back.
Taking my shot.
Stealth. Light's flickering.
Glory for the storm pikes!
Oh, they found it. We got a lot of good value off that. Move program.
Chosen by Amatis herself!
What a day for a backstab! Taking my shot.
Presto!
Uninstall that.
It's all over!
About to different things. I'm going to rebuild that. Let's shake it up. Let's try and do a couple of classes. Not much to do in this stream.
Anduin versus Anduin!
So I have to
Just
rebuild
cause is
my
always
primary
worth fighting
OBS. I'll
for.
probably do
I
that
will
while I'm away.
protect the Alliance.
I'll pull it all apart, update it, rebuild it over a couple days. When I do that, I'll need a potential backup solution. So I'll talk about the gaming PC. I want to start doing a couple other things outside of just the LJ Hearthstone channel on YouTube. And that's going to potentially be another YouTube channel that will support live streams. I have no idea what that's going to look like right now, but that is the plan. Got a spell, discover a minion. Solid.
Not move quickly.
We got a good minion. The guy on the right just didn't really take my fancy. So install.
Not move quickly.
Should have well live, but spell minion. I don't like any of these. This was a combo we're building here. If we survive long enough. If I can play 2-Point Museum.
Quickly.
Don't like any of them.
Please tell me, where am I?
Job's done. Just saw something I need to uninstall. Oops.
Must move quickly.
I'll reinstall OBS on the capture PC and rebuild that up as a temporary hub for my streams. Yeah, I'll just do one of the way things this way there. I picked the wrong one there, didn't I?
I wonder.
Job's done. I didn't realise that was recruit an 8 class. I was ready to recruit, maybe I want that. It's a 7 mana 3/3. That was a terrible, terrible pick.
Crank it up to 11!
What's the chance of getting that played, then that, so that we can recruit it?
One for all and all for me.
See the land missiles incoming!
and you get ahead.
Job done.
My thanks to you.
This is no place for mortals!
You have been.
Aww. Use their own cards against it. I don't know what else to do, really. I'm going to go for an hour, or half an hour. I said Bradford's up for a battle. I'll give him the challenge a friend. I don't know if he's watching or not.
Renathal versus Lunara!
The forest fights back.
There is a simplicity in inevitability.
These spell choices are absolutely terrible. See what Predator does here. Got a couple of board clears here, which will come in handy.
My mouth very rarely explodes.
Oh, board control. Guess we just shuffle the pack in, maybe.
When I shoot ya, it's gonna hurt!
This jungle hides many secrets.
Lifesteal.
Someone's bound to come this way.
Aluth Neladar!
Pinch of death cup. Heel of shoot.
We don't have any mechs in our deck.
Stop level looking!
My hand is stuffed. Ah, is that inevitable doom?
Oh, actually, that's a demon in that. We don't have a demon in our hand. That sucks. Open my hand up a little bit though.
Warriors of the frozen wastes, rise.
Well, Arthur doesn't say that, right? This is the brew. Nothing really to play, we're kind of handlocked.
So full of sin. Mortals, so full of sin. Act soon.
Ooh. Interesting, Brentford.
My hand is stuffed. And yet, so sweet, so sweet.
This will be an adventure for the ages.
That's good and bad, I guess. Just minions. Get them slightly discounted, but still. Yeah, that was the thing. Stuff with taunts would be awesome.
I must act soon. So sweet, so sweet.
Job done. Sorry about that. Like that. Oh, how rude.
Not enough.
So sweet.
Get a random Colossus would be fun. Only get one and they can play those for 5 doesn't sound fun to me. Hello there, sorry, I should say hello back for responding. Take that. Minion. Most of them all are pretty much going to be the same. It's all RNG. And there's so many neutrals that they're going to dominate a lot of your picks. Which makes it very hard to determine.
So sweet.
My mic is low? Really? I can hear myself fine on my end. Let's test that. I have been having some audio issues, so... Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Moga Desert? No. Moga Destroyer? No. Moga.
Okay. Well, actually, I'll do it this side because. How's that? Let me know if that sounds better.
Is that inevitable doom?
I just spent the last 24 hours trying to fix some audio stuff. I thought I had it balanced, but it's a bit of a pain at the moment. Definitely bigger mix here. Of course it doesn't allow me to go face. Okay, that does sound a bit better. How? Let me know. Problem is now I can't hear it well myself. It's my new headset. It's kind of broken my audio balance. I either can make it easy for you guys to hear or easy for me to hear. Not much in between. I should have asked for the video. Needed a win. What am I talking caps? That should be in that. Let's see if he needs a win. To answer your question from before though, the best classes, it doesn't really matter too much because it's wild deck building rules, which means that every single card here is a potential discover. It is hero dependent, so you can discover into quite a few different options. If you want the smallest pool of cards, Death Knight's the best option because it has the smallest, it's been in the game the least, it has the least amount of expansions to build off of. But a lot of the synergy isn't there. When Death Knight first came out, it was super powerful in Tavern Brawls like this. Just again because the very restricted pool, you could really focus in on some of the synergies that the class had. But some of those have started to disappear now. And it's just like almost any other deck. Demon Hunter was similar when it first came out as well. But all the original classes have just got way too many cards to kind of pick from. It's all about just trying to get the best value out of all your cards. Trying to either maintain board presence or keep your opponent off their board as much as possible. Spells can be helpful, but there's just so many dead spells that it's really situational. And that's the same with all the classes. For the 3 games I've played so far, hand size isn't a problem. If you were running out of cards quickly and were having empty hands a lot, I'd suggest Warlock just for the extra draw. But their minion and spell pool are a bit problematic. You can see just flipping through Warlock with so many potential spells, and then neutrals, which are also mixed in there. Probably some of the more consistent ones. Let's talk through them. So Death Knight at least still has the advantage of the corpses, so if you can get some corpse cards, stuff like that, that can be quite good. Spell-wise, there are some good blood spells, but there's also a lot of dead cards. And given half your selection probably going to be coming from neutrals or more than half your selection, that is a bit problematic. Let's just have a look. Let's see what I said a couple of years ago. I'm pretty sure I've got a video from a couple of years ago for this one. Half an hour process, warfare. I don't? I thought I had one. Oh, there it is.
Tavern Brawl. It's Tavern Brawl 433. Idols of Azeroth. Up for grabs is one standard pack. Let's break it down. Ever drawn a spell when you really needed a minion? Never again. Your deck will be 30 Raven Idols, so you'll be able to discover whatever you need. Dating back to Tavern Brawl 45 in 2016, we have seen this Tavern Brawl 4 other times as a standalone event. And it's as simple as the intro alludes. No matter which class you start with, you're going to start the game with 30 copies of the Druid spell Raven Idols. And for just 1 mana, you can select to discover a minion or a spell. Just like with the last couple of weeks, there isn't a huge amount here in strategy. However, there are a few things you can do to help improve your chances of winning. The first thing to note is that the discovers will be taken from the full wild collection, and those discovers will be taken from both your class selection and the neutral set. And that means the 2 newer classes, Death Knight and Demon Hunter, have smaller pools. It's less noticeable on the minion side because there are neutral minions that you can select from, but on the spell side you really notice it. Especially in Death Knight. It's not too hard to find one of the Blood Rune removals, and this can come in handy when trying to control the board. So it's worth considering. Secondly, given that the Raven Idols are a Druid class card focusing on the choose one effect, you can go Druid and try to hunt for some of the additional cards that synergize well with this deck, but as there are so many cards within the Druid wild set, this is not a guaranteed strategy. But when you can discover one, it works quite well. All that being said, at the end of the day, you're discovering minions and spells out of quite large card pools, and RNG plays a massive factor. So focusing on any class where you can gain an advantage in those discovers can go a long way, such as looking at Rogue, Mage, Shaman and Hunter's spell offerings. Okay then, so let's sum it up. This is one of those Tavern Brawls I really like. You don't have to have a big collection to be able to participate, but you're not at the complete mercy of RNG as you get to take advantage of the Discover effect. It's one I recommend you do before the Tavern Brawl ends around the 5th of October, so you can get your win and the standard pack associated with that. If you're interested to see how many games it took me to get my first win, you can go check out my live stream. And until next time, good luck and have fun.
Oh, there you go. So it's been well over a year since September, 2 years ago. So it's almost been 2 years since that video. So that's 6 more expansions adding to the minion and spell pool of all classes. So Death Knight isn't as strong as it used to be, but let's just go have a look at their spells only. I hope that helped anyway. That's about the best I can offer. If you are struggling, you can always try to reach out to someone on your friends list. Because you can challenge a friend and still complete this Tavern Brawl, at least as far as I know. They might have changed that, but that's what I used to do back in the day with my daughter. We used to both roll up into our first game, play legit, and then for the second game, whoever needed the win gets the other one basically plays to lose. It was a good way to get the Tavern Brawls done super quick. As far as I know, it hasn't changed, but I haven't done it that way since my daughter stopped playing with me. In regards to Hearthstone, like, we just don't play that much Hearthstone. Mind you, she's starting to get back into the game, so who knows, maybe do stuff in the future. I doubt we'll probably do it the same way. But yeah. It's such a hard kind of call. The biggest thing is to go for tempo, go for stuff you can play, curve out, keep pressure on your opponent. And if you're really, really having trouble, this is going to be a short stream. I can post a link to my link tree, which will lead you into my Discord. Hit me on Discord after the stream, and I'm happy to help you get the win. We can test out if that works or not. There's the link there. We'll do a couple more games. We'll see how Death Knight goes. Oh, we did Death Knight first, we won. Let's go Demon Hunter, let's see how Demon Hunter goes. Demon Hunter has so many gimmicks now that I'm worried about what I'm going to roll into. If they got the crewmates, they'll only really benefit each other if they got more than one. So getting those is a pain. Yeah, there's just so many other gimmicks I'm kind of just running from my head. That runes and... yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
For Doomhammer, I will set the sky ablaze.
Even Demon Hunter's spell pool isn't that great anymore. Some draw could be good. If we had a demon in our hand, that would be cool.
Time grows short.
Trying to set up some draw. Gonna have some odd turns. The lifesteal here sounds good. We need somewhere we can play. These aren't nature, are they? Actually, hero attacks. Next turn will be on 3 mana, so we can drop this and attack. Get some stats on the board. I feel that's not too bad. And we'll start upgrading our draw.
Each scar. Oh, thank you.
Now we have board presents. Taunt, cheap taunt will be good here. Well, that's just annoying.
Right now! Job done.
We now draw 2 cards for 2. Now we just want some tempo removal. Damn, the Piranha's a good thing. Let's take out their freeze attacks.
Vengeance is mine!
The sigils will help. Don't think we kill though. They get 1 more minion on board. Okay, interesting choice.
Hell Inferno! I see.
Oh well, not much we can.
I already struck.
I was hoping to get the Outcast card, deal 3 damage for 1 mana. That's just rude.
I grow impatient.
Just sort of tradable at this point. They shouldn't mana ramp. Will kill me. Oh, they will take out this taunt and have all their minions on board still. Which sucks. Throw the 3/3 in, and the 2/4/4s killed the taunt. It doesn't have reborn, does it? I heal a little bit off that. That's 6 heal, but we need something to play after that. Oh, I forgot about that. I'll throw a minion first. Maybe we get something big we can play.
Grade's getting low.
We'll go for a spell. Do we have many death rattles? Don't think we have. That's pretty cool. Yeah, still the same result. I should have went face first. Should have went face first. Let's hope they go for board hand development, and we'll shuffle them. Oh, that's a pain. That's the pattern.
Job done.
Start again. Little bit of a bad RNG and we should be okay. We're looking for a good minion. Well, that's a pain. Well, they suck.
Time grows short.
Really? They get that as a selection week twice, wasn't it?
How overwhelming.
Oh, that sucks. Should play that first before I play the Horde one. But that's what they do here. I was going to play Steam Cleaner, but if I play that, then they've just got nothing but spells and can just Raven Idle until their heart's content. We lose this one. GG. And that happens. What did we win? 4 games, win 3. Not bad. Can't complain with that. Okay, so what do I need to do here? I need to spend some coin. Stop. There we go. Just 3 today. That's the amount of gold we can spend. I keep the amount for the mini set sitting aside. We should get an epic off this. We opened 7. Well, maybe not guaranteed. There we are. Another epic for the collection. One more down. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're missing 10 epics. Wow. We're getting so close. Ten epics across the whole game. Well, I think we'll call it there. That's been an interesting one. Pretty simple Tavern Brawl this week. I need to continue to work on my audio issues by the seams. So I thought I had it balanced right, but we had someone come in and complain. That's not great. And why isn't my multi-chat working? Have I missed messages? I have too. Damn it. But why didn't that work? Because yeah, my multi-chat window, which we should still be able to get to pop, is completely blank. Not a single message from anyone. I must have broke more than I thought. Well, anyway, I think we'll leave it there. I'll do the self-promo stuff just so people know where they can find me. I have a link tree. Link tree will take you to everywhere you can find me, including where we are live at the moment, which is YouTube. Well, anyway, I think we'll leave it there. I'll do mute myself and Twitch. The other thing to note off this link tree is it has a link to where my schedule is and when I plan to stream. We have one more stream. One more stream, and then I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen. So I fly out next Wednesday. I need time to prep for that. I need to go out during the day, which is when I normally stream. It's going to be an absolute nightmare. So after tomorrow, 4 days, I will try and stream. It will be a little short notice and a little random, but we will hopefully squeeze some streams in. I've got plans to do stuff, I just don't know what. If it's Hearthstone, it will be multi-streamed. If it is anything else, it will be solely on my Twitch. And yeah, so tomorrow's stream, probably standard ladder, to be honest. Could be Battlegrounds, haven't decided yet. Yesterday was Battlegrounds. Why is it under standard ladder? Oh, did I not change the title? I mustn't have changed the title. I assume it's right on the YouTube VODs. The channel. Yeah, it's registered right on there. Yeah, it happens. But yeah, so that's everywhere you can find me. I have a Discord there. If you do want help with your Tavern Brawl stuff, I will open my Discord now. Pushing the button right there. Hit me up and I can add you as a friend and we can get you knocked out for the Tavern Brawl. It would be good to know if that still works or not. It used to work. I assume it still does, but we will see. And with that, thank you for everyone who stopped by, past, present, future. Greatly appreciated. And until next time, good luck and have fun.